we need to now start the meeting. So very, very good afternoon to all of you. It's lovely meeting you all. A very, very special namaste to all the principals. I don't know whether they are there, but I want to say my namaskar to all the principals, Mrs. Rashna Mishra of Amity International School, Virajkhand, Lucknow, Mrs. Purnima Ghoshal ma'am from Jagdishpur, Lucknow, Mrs. Roli Tripathi ma'am from Vrindavan Yojana, Lucknow, Dr. Deepika Bambani from Amity International School, Gwalior, Mrs. Arpita Mazumdar from Raipur, Mrs. Nivedita Sinha ma'am from Navi Mumbai, and Mrs. Sangeeta Shikhon ma'am from Mohali, Punjab. A very good namaste to all of you. And namaste also to all the teachers and faculty members who are present here. And also namaste, a special namaste to all the parents who are here. And last but not the least, my dear students. I'm really very, very happy to meet you today. I was really looking forward to this meeting. Let me introduce you to myself first, and then we can start the orientation. My name is Jyoti Arora. I'm sitting at the Amity head office right now in Defense Colony in New Delhi. Our chairperson ma'am's head office, Dr. Mrs. Amita Chauhan ma'am. And this department which I'm heading is called the Amity Educational Resource Center. So this department started in 2004. It's been 20 years now, 2 decades, that this department was started by our respected chairperson, ma'am. And there was this very special reason that ma'am started this department. She wanted to give the best to her students, the best of resources. And she has this vision of giving the best of resources, not only from India, but throughout the world. So basically, the Resource Center is taking care of all the global, all the international programs which we give to all the Amity schools. Ma'am is a Sanskrit scholar, children, a chairperson, ma'am, and she believes in the Vedic saying, Vasudev Kutumbhaka. I'm sure you all know this meaning of this. Who knows the meaning of this saying, Vasudev Kutumbhaka? One of you can come and tell me, what does it mean? Come closer to the mic so that I can hear you, children. One of you, anyone can come. Vasudev Kutumbhaka.
Hello, check.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, yes. I can hear you.
Hello. I am Dr. Neelima Singh from Amity International, Vrindavan Yojana, ma'am. A very good afternoon to you.
Yes, Neelima, ma'am. So I wanted to ask the students, what does Vasudev Kutumbhaka mean?
Okay, sure. Anybody will answer?
Anybody can answer. Quickly, run and come.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Sarthak Johari of Amity International School, Vrindavan Yojana. Ma'am, Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam means the world is a family and we live like a family.
Absolute. The whole world is one family. So with this vision, our Sanskrit scholar chairperson, ma'am, she launched the Amity Education Resource Center. And so you can imagine the Amity Education Resource Center as a gateway. The way you have a gateway in Mumbai and you have a gateway in Delhi also, the India Gate. So it is the gateway through which all the Amitians go out into the world and participate in different programs. And it is also the gateway through which all the resources, international resources, come to Amity. All right. So the Amity Education Resource Center is a wonderful gateway through which we launch all the international programs as designed by our respected chairperson, ma'am. And children, you will be surprised. You know how many countries we have collaboration, educational collaboration with? It's been 20 years now since we've had the Amity Education Resource Center. Can you guess? Can someone guess and tell me how many countries do we have partnership with? Who will come? Who can guess? I know it's a guess, but there's no harm in guessing. Quickly, come and tell me. How many countries? Anyone can come. 2, 3, 5, 10, 15. Just any guess. How many countries do we have partnership with?
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I'm 22.
22. Wow. A little more than that. Somebody? Can you guess? Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am from Mayank. I am from Committee International School, Naya Raipur.
Okay. Any guesses? How many countries?
I'm 30.
30. A little more. One last guess.
112.
That's a bit too much. We have partnership with 35 countries. Okay. And most of these countries are European countries. We have a fantastic partnership with USA, United Kingdom, Germany, France, Slovenia, Netherlands, Slovakia, such wonderful countries, and also Eastern countries like Japan, Cambodia, all these wonderful countries. All right. So Amity Education Resource Center is designing programs for Amity students to take these students to these countries for exchange programs, for conferences, for MUN conferences, and many other programs. And similarly, lot of students are coming from abroad, from these countries to our school, to Amity School, to participate in different programs. So it's a two-way program we have. And do you know, children, which is our flagship program, the biggest international program we have in Amity schools? Any guesses? We have one flagship program. Flagship program means it is the most important program we have. We have it annually every year in the month of October. The flagship program of all Amity schools. Any idea? Any guesses?
Ma'am, is it Vasudha?
Vasudha is a science program. It is also a very important program, but that program is of the Science Foundation. For Amity Education Resource Center, our flagship program is, any guesses? One more guess.
Hello.
Good afternoon,
Yes.
ma'am. My name is Aradhya Gupta and I'm from Amity International School, Viraj Queen. The answer is AIMUN.
What is the full form of AIMUN?
Amity International
Yes, tell me the full
Amity
form.
International Model and United Nations.
Perfect.
Thank
A
you.
big round of applause. Very good. So the Amity International Model United Nations is the flagship program of Amity Education Resource Center, where all the Amity schools participate, and we have lots of students coming from abroad. This year, the program is going to be on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of October. It's a 3-day event. And many students from abroad are also participating. For example, this year we have students coming from France. There are 3 schools coming from France. There are 2 schools coming from Russia. There is a school coming from Cambodia. There's a school coming from Philippines. So many students are coming, and there are some more schools also which are going to participate. And of course, Amity students are going to participate because it is our program, right? And we started this program in 2010. In 2010, we had the first Amity International Model United Nations Conference. This program was envisioned by our respected chairperson, ma'am. And the reason why she designed this program was because she wanted to see her Amitians as world leaders, as top diplomats, as working in the top institutions globally. And she wanted to nurture students to become global citizens with values. You know, you can be a leader, But if you're not grounded, if you don't have the right values, then those leaders can create havoc. So it is our chairperson's ma'am's dream to nurture leadership in Amity students and give them global exposure. Because nowadays, as you all know, children, that the world is becoming globalized. The distances are becoming smaller and smaller, and it's a global village now. And you can see a lot of students, they are going abroad to study. You can see a lot of people, they are working abroad. We have a lot of global companies here in India also. You know, our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, also has very good relationships abroad with all countries. We are neutral. India is a neutral country. And it is very important to have good relationships. And it's important also to build this kind of environment from the school itself. So this Amity International Model United Nations Conference is a wonderful platform for you to understand diplomacy. You know, United Nations, what does the United Nations do? You all know that. So in this program, it is a simulation of United Nations. That means all the students, they imagine themselves to be ambassadors, as diplomats of a particular country. And then what happens is, just like United Nations, using the same kind of global issues, using the same kind of, language, global issues are discussed. Not only discussed, you have to first research on your country, because if you are an ambassador of, say, for example, Russia, then you have to know about Russia. So you research on that and you discuss the issues Russia is facing, and then you seek help. You try to solve the issue of the global issues with the ambassadors of other countries. So this is one platform where you get global exposure. You're able to discuss issues. You're able to discuss problems. Just one sec, children, there's a call. Able to discuss those issues in a very diplomatic language, in a language where, you don't fight. You are trying to understand the other person. So you are not only knowing more about that country, you know how to debate on the topics, the current global most important issues. You are also able to understand the viewpoint of different countries and then find a solution. Now, this whole activity also helps in other things also. See, there might be issues, there might be some kind of problems with your friends or your peers, your classmates, your home, your parents, wherever you go, wherever you work, wherever you study, you will have people with different views, isn't it? So this will give you a very beautiful way of understanding the other person's point of view, right? So as I mentioned to you, that we started in 2010, and this year we are going to have the 15th chapter of AIMUN, right? But we had 2 more MUNs internationally in our own campuses. In fact, it is only the Amity International Model United Nations Conference which has organized AIMUN in abroad, but in their own campuses. So we have had one conference in Dubai, in our Amity University, Dubai, which is a huge, beautiful campus we have in Dubai. And we also had one AIMUN in Singapore. In Singapore also, Amity University has its own beautiful state-of-the-art campus. So we've organized there, and you never know, next year we might have in some other Amity University campus. We are trying to have this program in New York. We have an Amity University in New York too. So actually, this is the 17th AIMUN which we are organizing. So why I'm meeting you today, children, is to at least inform you about these wonderful opportunities which Chairperson Ma'am is giving to all her Amity children. And you should take advantage of these beautiful opportunities which we are giving to you. We have about 6 international schools coming this year, and these students are going to stay with the host families in our Amity school students also. So this is also a wonderful experience we can have in international schools. And of course, there will be a reciprocal exchange also. Going beyond this MUN, I also want to tell you that the Amity Education Resource Center also organizes MUN conferences abroad. For example, our students have traveled far and wide and participated in MUN conferences abroad. Very recently, our students have participated in the Oxford MUN conference. We've been participating 4 times. This year also, we are again going in November to participate in the Oxford MUN conference. I'm happy there are 2 students from Lucknow also who are going for this conference. And I look forward to students from Mumbai, Gwalior, and all our other schools also participating actively in these international conferences. And children, you won't believe. And every time Amitians participate in these international conferences, we have won awards. So we don't come back empty-handed because we have the trophies and certificates with us. And the advantage of going for these MUN conferences abroad is that it's not just participating in the MUN conference, but getting an exposure. For example, when we go to Oxford MUN, we take the students to meet the ambassador of India at the embassy in London. And we also give a tour of the Oxford University. Our students have also participated in Cambridge MUN, and the students got a beautiful opportunity to see the beautiful Cambridge University too. And we have many students, children, who are studying in these universities, Amity students. And we also organize an alumni meet with our students. And these alumni are so nice. They come and guide our students also how to take admission in these universities. So participation in international MUNs like Oxford, Cambridge, in fact, our students have go every year to other conferences also. For example, the Harvard MUN conference and the ZAMUN. The ZAMUN MUN conference takes place in Slovakia every year. And when we go to Slovakia, we always take our students to see the UN Center, International Center at Vienna. So from here, we land at Vienna, and from Vienna, we go by car to Slovakia because they are very close by. And this is one way children get to see the actual UN. You know, the UN is only in 2 places. One is in Vienna and one is in New York, right? So besides Slovakia MUN, our students also attend the German MUN, which is called MUNOG, which takes place in Stuttgart in Germany. And also Budapest MUN, that is in Hungary, right? So in case you are interested in participating in these international MUNs, I recommend that you first participate in your school MUN, and then you participate in Amity International, your own Amity MUN, so that you get a taste of it, you understand what it is, and then you go for these domestic MUNs which are there in India. For example, this month, we are taking our students for Doon MUN. So Doon MUN is in Dehradun, in the famous Doon School. So it's a wonderful exposure for the students. And then, of course, in November, we are taking our students for the Oxford MUN conference also. Another very good thing which Chairperson Ma'am does is, because she is like a mother to all of us. You know, it's not just taking the students abroad. We actually train the students at every step. For example, the students who are going for Doon MUN, we have designed 4 training workshops for them. We've already had 2 workshops. The students who are going for Oxford MUN, we are having a training sessions with them, many training sessions with them, so that they win there. We are very serious in that. We are going to win. We are not going for a trip, because that trip we can always go, you know, but we go for to win the trophy. Similarly, for AIMUN also, if you want to participate in AIMUN, we will train you. So if one of the schools, for example, Gwalior or Lucknow or Mumbai, if you register your students for AIMUN, we will have a mentor teacher and a mentor student for you who's going to give you and handhold you at every step so that you're able to take the best use, make the best use of this wonderful platform. एक family member ही ये कर सकता है और कोई नहीं करेगा आपके लिए ये. All right. So that is why I wanted to tell you that if you want to come for AIMUN, you are most welcome. You can stay at Amity University. We will take care of your accommodation. We will take care of your meals. We will take care of all your training. Everything can be taken care of. And there is a cost involved, of course, for it, because every day we are going to, prepare for your stay and the meals and the conference kit and the conference events. Also, we have to, prepare for that. But that's the basic amount. That's 5,000 rupees per child we charge. But in case you are not able to come physically and, participate in the conference live, I have specially requested Chairperson Ma'am to allow our Amity students from other states to join online. And Ma'am has agreed. All right. So if you want, you can join online. For that, the cost is not much at all. It is just 1,000 rupees. And in that, there will be a difference. See, for a live conference, you will be able to attend 3 days live, each and every event. But online, you will be able to participate in the main events. That is the opening ceremony, closing ceremony, and the international get-together. And you will get a taste of one committee. So you can attend one committee for 3 days. It is not possible to attend all the 8 committees. This year we have 8 different committees and we have lots of issues which are to be discussed. And in these committees, we are inviting very important dignitaries, ambassadors to speak to the students to make them understand what these global issues are. So we call people from the United Nations, we call ambassadors of different countries to speak and tell the students about these global issues, first-hand experience. So it's now your choice, what you feel you want to do in your future, what kind of experiences you want. This is a resource which we have, and if you want to use it, you can use it. And how you will use it? It will be through your school. So if you're interested in MUN programs, then you have to inform your teacher in charge. Your teacher in charge will speak to your principal. You have to give your names. If you want to attend live, you can mention that. You can, of course, you have to take permission from your parents. You have to ask your parents. You have to explain to your parents what a MUN conference is and how it's going to help you in the future. Okay, and then make a choice whether you want to come live, you want to attend it live, or you would rather attend it online. Both are going to be very useful for you children, because this is your formative years. So to understand and get a holistic view or a bird's eye view of the world is very important for you, so that you're able to have networking, you're able to speak to others, you're able to debate with others, you're able to understand another person's point of view, and then take your own decisions in life. So this is a stepping stone, and this is what a school can do for you, right? I also have another very good news for you, that the manager, the Secretary General, the ex-Secretary General and the manager of the Oxford MUN conference, we've invited her, Ms. Joanna Perron. She's landing in Amity campus on the 5th of August, all right? And we are going to take her to different schools for workshops. She's going to speak about the MUN, and she's conducting a beautiful workshop, children, on 6th of August at Pushvihar School on the topic International Affairs and Gender Issues. So in case you are interested in this kind of, listening to her, hearing her, you can also attend this workshop online. So we are having it on 6th of August The timing is 9:30 to 12. Of course, the Delhi NCR schools are going to participate live. There'll be a question answer session also, where students can ask her questions of anything about Oxford University or the topic and all. But there are 4 students coming, joining from Lucknow online also. So this opportunity we want to give to all of you. So though we have closed the registrations now, but I think it will be a wonderful opportunity. So we are open for you all. If you want to join, I request the principals to kindly send the information. I will send the information once again to you, dear principals, and you can share it with your students and they can join online. But you will have to tell us very soon because the workshop is on 6th of August. So we need to know this immediately, maybe in a day, we need to know. So I will send the information and your students can join online and get exposed to these kind of activities, which will be very helpful to them if they want to study abroad or if they want to work in a foreign company later on. All these interactions will help you a lot, right? Okay, so briefly, this was about the AIMUN and the MUN conferences we have. We have many programs, children. And if I start talking about the different international programs we launch, I think even 1 hour would be less. But as and when we launch the programs, we will inform your principals. You can apply for those programs. If you want to go for a school exchange program, in fact, we have just come back from a wonderful Swiss program, to Switzerland. We have a partner school there. From the last 12 years, our chairperson ma'am was also there. And we conducted the Talk with Diplomat program live from Switzerland. So if you want to know more about AERC programs, I suggest you can go on the website. We have a Facebook page also. Prakshi ma'am, can you just show the Facebook page? We have on the Instagram also. You can just note down. I have already shared this PowerPoint presentation with your principals. So why don't you just go to the Facebook page and AERC Instagram page and find out, because we keep posting these activities on the social media. So you will come to know the kind of programs which we are having. Very recently, we also went to the Polish embassy and had a wonderful interaction with the ambassador of Poland. We are going to start a new program with Poland and a MUN conference in Poland from next year. The upcoming programs, I can just mention to you one wonderful program we have, children, is called Virons, which is Young Researchers of Natural Sciences, which is coming up in March end next year. It's a wonderful opportunity, children, for you to get an exposure into the kind of work your peers are doing in the field of science. And it's not just that, it is kind of understanding and meeting students from 7 different countries and working together as a team. So this kind of exposure you can get for Virons. We are also having another program to Japan. It's called RSGF. It's called the Ritsumikan Super Global Forum, which is going to be in November. So like this, children, we have numerous programs. In January, we are going to launch the Harvard MUN conference. So you can go to Harvard and participate in this conference. So there are unlimited, infinite possibilities for you, children. You can pick and choose whatever you think is the most appropriate for you. If you want to study in UK, if you want to study in USA, this is a wonderful peep. And that reminds me, children, good news, which I want to share with you. Today, we are having 34 students coming back, Amitians, coming back from USA, Orlando. They had gone to participate in the global round of the NASA Space Settlement Competition, where these students had to design a colony in one of the craters on the moon. And guess what? We have won the international award. So there were 20 top schools from across the world, from US, Australia, and China, and so many other countries. In fact, 2 schools from India were also there. And Amity has won the award, the global round. So today the children are coming back, a big delegation of ours. We are very happy. We are on the top of the world. Our students are bringing laurels for the country. They're putting the flag of Amity on the top of the world. And we really want that now our schools from Gwalior, Raipur, Mohali, Lucknow, Jagdishpur, everyone should also participate in these wonderful programs to get a taste of the international programs which our chairperson ma'am is giving to all of us. Okay. And now I want you to ask me some questions. Whatever you have in your mind, it could be students, it could be teachers, it could be principals, it could be parents. If you have any query, this is the platform. I'm here for another 15 minutes. So I would advise if you want to ask, you can ask questions and clear your doubts now. Over to you. Any student, VKC, Amity, VKC? I can see students sitting thinking now, isn't it? But I'm sure you must be having some thoughts in your mind. You can share your thoughts also.
Anybody know
I can use them. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Just give them a little time. They are having
Yes.
few discussions amongst them. Then they have a lot of doubts and questions. So they'll surely come up with their questions.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Come
It
on,
would be a
ma'am.
pleasure. Yes. I can see one hand is raised, Pratha Goswami. Pratha Goswami.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Your voice is echoing, beta.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
from AIS Navi Mumbai.
Okay.
I am wondering about all these international MUNs, but for our school we have to do individual registrations, and so I mean all of us.
You asking me about how to register for these MUN conferences?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll tell you the way we work. All right. So what happens is when we have to launch international MUN, one email is sent to all the Amity schools. See, we are one family. हम सब भाई बहन हैं, है ना? We are sister schools. So your that email goes to your principal, ma'am. So you can mention to your teacher in charge, whoever is the MUN advisor, or you can talk to your class teacher, that in case any future MUN, international MUN comes, you are interested and you should be informed. In fact, I would suggest what other Amity schools are doing. They have a display board for the international programs. So whenever we launch from AERC, any program, you can put up the circular on that international display board so that anybody, all the students who pass can read, and the deadlines are given their children. So that would be easier for you, you know. And then what you can do is you can inform your principal, and then the whole flyer, we send a flyer also with all the information required for that international MUN. You can take that flyer and show it to your parents, discuss it with your parents, and if you want to participate, you can send the email through your school principal. All right. Okay. So we work through the school principals. So if one student wants to go, or two students want to go, or even more students want to go, we can see depending upon the number of seats we have. Okay. So you, whatever interest you have, please explain to your class teacher, and through your class teacher, it should reach your school principal.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Also,
Yes.
I was wondering how many domestic MUNs should you participate in, and what are the good ones?
Okay, so that depends upon your city, right? So every city has their own, you know, the top schools have their MUN conferences. You are from Mumbai, so Dhirubhai Ambani school also has, and there are a lot of other schools you can do. You go to the net, find out, and then you can tell your principal, ma'am, or if you have an MUN advisor, take the advice of your teachers, and then you must participate in these MUN conferences, because the more you participate, the more exposure you will have.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your time.
I'll encourage anyone else who wants to ask a question. Maybe Mohali students, would you like to ask a question? You can ask anything. See, we are family members. We are Amity family members here. No outsider is here. We are one family. So please feel free to ask any type of question. Yes, yes, beta. I can see children raising hand. Yes, please.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am, will
One at a time. Okay. So VKC, okay, you can ask the question. And then after that, Pratham Davar. Okay, that laptop. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Aradhya, and I wanted to ask what are the agendas for this time MUN?
Okay, so that I will send you the flyer, because there are 8 different committees. It's a technical question. I can always send you the flyer to your principal. Right now, Priyakshi ma'am, can you please send the flyer to the principals right now on the WhatsApp group? Yeah, so Priyakshi ma'am will just send the flyer and you can have a look at the flyer, right?
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Anvi Bhatt. Ma'am, as a first timer, what are the things we should keep in mind
For
to prepare for MUN?
Oh, so that's a very good question, actually. The first timers are actually the most important thing for first timers is to observe. You may not speak, you may not put in, contribute so much, but the more you observe, the more you will understand. It's like driving. When you first drive a car, you have to observe your father or somebody who's driving, how the person is driving the car, absorb everything, and then you start doing your research work. पहले अपनी foundation को strong बनाते हैं. Once your foundation is strong, then you can manage everything. The first step is observation. How people speak, what they are speaking, how they are managing, how they're interacting, how they're networking, and then your research work is important. जितनी ज़्यादा आप research करोगे, उतना ज़्यादा आपको confidence आएगा. You will understand, you will be able to debate and deliberate well. And for that, we give workshops, how to research, what to research, from where to research. Because research, आजकल तो Google बाबा है. सारी information WhatsApp पे है. WhatsApp university चल रही है आजकल तो. But that is not the right way to get the information. What are the right sources? Where do you go? Which media you should go to get the authentic information? That training we give you. And after that, you can start work.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
We will train you for that. Yes, beta.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, my doubt is that the transportation to Noida will be given by the school, or we have to go on our own conveyance?
No, this is a school program. So the school will organize your transportation. You're from which school, beta?
I'm Amity Gwalior.
Gwalior. So from Gwalior to Delhi, Noida, actually, we are having the conference in Amity University, Noida, and from Noida to Gwalior will be organized by the school, and we will pick you up from the railway station or the airport. So picking up and dropping will be our responsibility, and booking of the tickets, railway tickets or plane or whatever, how you're coming, will be the responsibility of the school, your school. Right? Everything, because it's a school program. So school will take care of everything. You don't have to worry about anything. And there will be a teacher in charge, a teacher escort with you who will take care of you. And at Amity University also, it's a very safe and secure place. There also we have a fixed agenda. Of course, you have to follow all the rules and regulations. In the conference, during the conference, we have very strict rules. So you have to follow those rules and you will be in a very safe place. Right?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I'm Vidhi Singh from Amity International School, near Raipur. Ma'am,
Okay.
so we have MUN conferences in international countries as well. So is there a difference between MUN in Oxford and Cambridge universities? Because they are in totally different countries.
Very good question. Very good question. There is a lot of difference. See, what happens is I have, of course, gone for all these conferences. I've attended in Europe also, in UK, in US, and of course, AIMUN also I'm heading. There is a lot of difference. You know what? I have noticed that the MUN conferences in India are quite aggressive. The Indians are very aggressive. So they will put their point with a lot of strength and lot of argument and lot of passion. But when I go to Europe, it is very different. You know, they are very soft spoken. They are very well mannered. They are extremely good diplomats. They will speak what they have to speak, but in a very soft manner. But they will bring to the point what they want to say. This is the difference I have seen in foreign MUNs and in Indian MUNs. In US, there is a lot of aggressiveness I can see, but European MUNs are very soft-spoken and they do it in a very polished way. And you know, this is what we have to learn in life also, that when we have to speak something, we have to say a point, it is not necessarily that we need to be very aggressive about it, but we need to put a point very clearly, very firmly. It is not always what you speak, but how you speak is also important. But sometimes you have to be flexible also, because depending upon the conference where you are attending and participating, sometimes you have to be different. Sometimes in the same speech, you have to have different modulations and different. Sometimes you have to be little, strong. Sometimes you have to be little diplomatic. All these things you will learn through observation. The more you listen to speakers, what you should be doing, children, is actually listen to the best speakers of the world. They may be from any country, but the best speakers, listen to the speeches. Okay, that's very important. Your communication skills are very important, children, nowadays. It's very, very important. Writing skills are important, but communication skills are utmost important. How you are able to express what is in your mind. Are you able to tell that clearly to the other person? Okay? Yes.
How do you qualify for the international events?
Can you just repeat the question? I didn't get you.
Ma'am, how do you qualify for the international?
Okay. How do you qualify? Okay, fine. Now, for these international MUNs and for AIMUN also, for any other MUN, there are always 2-3 different types of people who like to go. Some of them are first timers. They want to go to observe, to see what actually it is MUN, and which is very important. Secondly, there are students who have a little experience, but they are not experts. They are still learning. And when they go for these conferences, they make friends, they make contacts, they listen to people and the kind of debate they have. And the third type of students are the ones who are going to win. So what we do is that we judge and we ask the student, what is your aim for participating in the conference? For example, if you want to come to AIMUN to just have an experience, the whole experience is beautiful, and to know what is happening in the world, to listen to ambassadors, So that's a wonderful way. So accordingly, you can give your name and you say, this is my aim and this is why I'm coming here, ma'am, and I want little training for this. So we give you accordingly. So we divide the group accordingly. So qualification means for AIMUN, there is no qualification. Anyone can come. It is your MUN, children. It's Amity's MUN. All right. So we don't have qualification. Anyone can come. Right. But for international MUNs, we have limited seats. For example, for Oxford MUN, we have limited numbers. Only 10 students are going. So it would be good if you're spending that amount of money, because it's your parents' hard-earned money, children. So it has to be in the right direction. You have to invest properly. So definitely, the expenditure is involved. So you have to really prepare for it, and then only you should go, right? So accordingly, then you can select and go, right? So don't feel scared of giving your names for these programs. Then accordingly, we see, if there are limited seats, we have to have interviews and see who is the one who's most passionate about it. And then final judgment is made, right? NASA program, you want to participate? So next NASA program, I will take the permission from Chairperson ma'am and float it to all the other. Right now, we were floating only to Delhi NCR, but I will seek permission. If you're interested, then we can send it to all our Amity family schools also. That requires a lot of training, children. It's a one-year program. So a lot of hard work is required, but I'm sure you all can do that.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Just one second. Yes, beta. Yeah, I'll take this last question now because there's
yes,
a meeting.
ma'am. This is from Amity International Vrindavan Yojana campus. The student wants to ask you some questions.
Sure.
Ma'am, my question is that to attend the AIMUN, do we need to qualify some more MUNs or we can directly register for the international AIMUN?
For AIMUN children, it's your AIMUN. You don't have to qualify for anything. You just, it's open for all our Amitians. Anyone can come. ये आपका Amitian, आपके लिए कर रहे हैं बेटा.
One more question, ma'am.
Ma'am, as a first timer, at which community I should focus on?
Oh, that's a very good question. So what you do is you can, the number of students who want to participate, the email comes to us and then we allocate the countries and the committees to you. And then the training starts because now it's pretty late. Many of the countries and the committees have already been taken by students. So we still have a lot of countries and committees available. It's not that we've exhausted it. We can always create more for you. Actually, it doesn't matter which country or which committee you are going to speak on. It is the content which is important.
So, ma'am, how do I decide?
We decide for you. We decide for you and we communicate to you and then your training starts from there.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure.
Thank you, ma'am, so much for your kind words.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. I wish I had more time because there's another meeting, and I have to go for that. Otherwise, I would have loved to answer all the queries the whole day. I can do that for you. But in case you want to have another meeting specifically for your school so that you can keep on asking some questions, you can. But yes, I can just say one thing before I leave, that children, you should be feeling very, very happy and grateful that Amity has this central department which our chairperson ma'am has designed so that she can give equal resources to all her children. Okay, so there is absolutely no partiality to any school. So if you want to participate, don't hesitate. You can just contact through your principal to us, and then, but you have to take the decision fast because actually we have closed all the registrations. But then for you, because you are Amitians, it will be open for a few more days, maybe a week or so, and then we will close. And those of you who want to join Miss Joanna Piron's workshop online on 6th of August, please inform your principals in one day. I should get all the registrations by 3rd of August, because after that, we have to organize everything, so we can't do that. And it's on 6th. All right. So all this information, I will send the email to your principals and be in touch, right?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words, and you expressed it beautifully. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. There was one student who wanted to ask something.
Ma'am, there's from Amity International School, Gwalior.
Yes. Okay. Last question, but okay. Tell me.
Ma'am, I've been doing MUN for some time, and I'm interested in geopolitics for sure. So I just wanted to ask that does this platform also lead you to the general state assemblies or the real UN platform, the real UN?
100%. 100%. it leads you to that. Because the experience which you will have, it's a simulation of the United Nations. The more you are into it, the more you will understand how it works. You will meet UN officials, you will meet UN dignitaries. We invite people from the United Nations. So you will understand how they work, what they do. It will be a stepping stone to that. No doubt about it.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. And I'm very, very grateful to our chairperson, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity to meet you all. All right. And hope to meet you at AIMUN in October. Bye-bye.
Excuse me, ma'am. This is a student from Amity, Navi Mumbai, and we really extend our heartfelt gratitude and thank you for giving our school this opportunity to be a part of AIMUN. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Namaskar. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
A lot of sessions are being held. So you have to choose initiative. First and foremost. Are you all ready? Yes, ma'am. And all of you are looking very beautiful and handsome and different.
Since we all are assembled, I think it's a good time to just click a picture so that that time can be saved.
Yes. I think, surely can be.
Let's take a picture together because then our time will be utilized for the committee sessions as well. All the students come to.
They can be a part of the photograph, and it's okay. We wanted them to come. Yes.
लोगो अगर है लैपटॉप में तो लगा दीजिए प्रोजेक्टर के सामने लगा देगा इसको ऑफ कर दो इसको नहीं बंद करेंगे क्या मैम हो गया बंद कर ठीक है